Okay guys, let's talk a little bit about this panic buying in the firearms, AR-15s, 30-round magazines, and AK-47s and all these type of firearms that's going on out there. And I'm going to give you some of my thoughts and ideas as to exactly what I think is going on and the typical profile of these buyers are right now at this point in time. Okay, right now I'm going to put in a clip and I'm going to show you guys an example of some prices that things are going for out there, and then I'll cut back to me here. Okay guys, just to give you a little example here, this is an LWRC M6A2, and the current bid, as you can see there, is $3,000. This gun is used. The guy claims to have never fired it, but it doesn't matter. Once you buy the gun, it's used. This still has 5 days and 8 hours left, and it's already up to $3 grand. I'm telling you guys, you better hold on to your stuff if you got them, because you're probably not going to be able to find too much more this stuff out there. PMags. This is on Gunbroker again, and this is a lot of 6 Magpul PMag magazines. Now, where I was ordering my PMags from before this craziness happened, this lot of 6 would have costed me right around $70. Basically $11 and a little bit of change each is what I was paying for Magpul PMags. As you can see now, 34 minutes left. The current bid is $245 for 6 PMags. Wow, that's all I can say, guys. This is just insane. Okay, well, as you can see, all the prices are going through the roof, and like I said, these PMags, I could get these for 11 and change all day long from a website that I was using online. You know, if people would have just thought that maybe something like this might happen, they could have stocked up. But unfortunately for a lot of people, most people never have the amount they think they need to have. You know, they just don't spend the extra money on it, you know. They have money for other things, family, bills, and they just don't spend it at the time. But if you would have known 6 months ago what you know now, you would have did whatever you had to do to order as many of these as you could. I guarantee you that, at 11 something a piece. Right now there is a couple places online that you can still order these, but I'm going to tell you right now that the non-windowed are $49.99 and the windowed are $51.99, and that's what you're going to have to pay to get those. Okay, now this is my LWRC M6A2 2P mags, Magpul mag length there, and I love this thing. It's awesome. You know, had this now for I don't know how long, maybe a year, and this thing is awesome. And I noticed on Gunbroker that these are one of the hot selling items. Pretty much any AR-15 right now is very hot selling. But I'm going to give you guys some of my thoughts and ideas on what I think is going on here. I'll let you guys look at this rifle for a little while as I talk. I think the number one consumer for the products and the things that's going on out there right now is the guy who always kind of kicked the idea back and forth of getting an AR-15. Never wanted to take that chunk of money at one time and go buy one. Maybe really isn't into firearms that much, but likes guns, and now all of his buddies are telling him, you better get one now because you'll never get one again. I think this is one of the biggest consumers out there right now. See, there is a threat that we may never be able to ever buy one of these again on the open market, but we just don't know yet. Whatever they're going to try to write in this bill, it has to go through the House first. Nothing's set in stone right now. But if I were a man that always thought of getting one of these and I didn't have one, and You know, people's telling me that you may never in your lifetime be able to own one of these. It might cause me to go out and spend more money than what I would. The reason I don't think it's for profit on the AR-15s is because the prices are going up so high that if you were buying AR-15s for profit and the bill didn't go through the House, or maybe they just limited the magazines to 10 rounds, okay, now you're going to be stuck with rifles, let's say down as, you know, not this LWRC, but let's say we're talking the Smith M&P. Normally that would run around $900 at the store, depending on where you are. Those are probably going for about 17 right now, maybe even $2,000. Well, if you stock up on stuff like this and it doesn't restrict that firearm, you're stuck. You're never going to get your money back, okay? And if you're trying to do this for profit and you're stocking up on AR-15s right now, we don't know if we will ever be allowed to transfer these again. So what you have, you're probably going to end up keeping. I do think that the magazine buying frenzy right now is a for-profit thing, because even at the $40 to $50 a piece, well, right now if you go on Gunbroker, you can get these PMags for roughly $40 a piece. If you get these magazines at $40 a piece, during a ban where these are grandfathered in, you will get $150 a piece, no problems. After the ban's in effect for a while, you start throwing up these PMag 30 rounders for $150 a piece, they will sell. So I think that the magazine frenzy is a for-profit thing. There's talk about, it's just kind of stupid because there's, you know, you don't have serial numbers and things on the magazines, but they're talking about not even letting the magazines be transferable, which is stupid. Makes no sense to me, because how are they going to know, you know, who bought the magazine and when? But the biggest kicker with that is these forums online will not let you post anything illegal. So let's say you got 5 cases of these PMags that you bought a year ago just because you figured something like this would happen. Well, if they ban the transfer of these 30-round magazines and say only the original owners can keep them and you can't transfer them, they're only grandfathered into the original owner, well, then you're going to have 5 cases that you're going to have to try to peddle to your close friends and relatives that you know in person, because if you try to list this on the forum, if it's a restricted item, that forum will warn and then ban you. Okay? No forum I know of on the internet that does anything with guns, whether they believe that law should be in effect or not, they never break the law on the online forums, especially in the firearm forums. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, guys. I don't know what to tell you. You know, what's going to happen? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. But I've read some of Dianne Feinstein's new bill that she is going to propose. And I'll tell you what, it's kind of a double-edged sword here. In a way, I'm glad that her bill is as crazy as it is, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Her bill restricts features on this gun down to like one feature, or as they call one evil feature. And last time during the other ban, it was you could have 2 features on here like pistol grip and, you know, collapsible buttstock, or pistol grip flash hider. Her bill is so outrageous, guys, that she wrote up, that she wants to put in and take it before the House, that I feel that it'll just get thrown out. And that's what I was hoping for. You see, the crazier the bill is that she tries to put in place, the more chances are that these Republicans and maybe even some of the Democrats are going to say, you know what, we're not going to adhere to this bill. We're not putting this through. So in a way, I think it's good that she's trying to throw every oar in the water, so to speak, and get as much banned as she can, because I think that's going to be the downfall of that bill. She's going to cut her own neck is basically what she's doing with this. She's taking it so strict that that they're just going to look at her like she's crazy when she tries to give them this bill. But here it is, guys, an LWRC, and who knows, we may one day say, yeah, I remember when we could buy these. You just never know. All I know is I'll still have my AR-15s. Alright guys, until next time, this is H4T. Got some goodies, some PMags, and my good old LWRC, and I am out.